into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
What's going on, everybody? Woo! It's been a long time. Oh man, I got to take this off. Woo! Ah. Woo! It's been a minute. Woo! Oh Lord, I need a haircut. Got me a new chair. Got my phone. I got my stuff set up a little differently. Hopefully all is going well with you guys. Looks like I'm having a little bit of a streaming issue right now. So you guys hang tight. I'm gonna check on something. I'll be right All right, guys. Still having a little bit of a stream issue. Hopefully you guys can hear me good and clear. I'm sorry you guys have had to wait so long. I really am. But I'm going to try something here. I think it may be the video capture speed I'm running. So I'm going to see if I can turn that down just a little. Oh yeah, I see the problem. I think I see the problem. Let's see if that fixes it. Oh no, what just happened? All right, hold on. That is a terrible picture of me. We're going to try one. All right, there's this, which I can do it this way, but I don't want to. So we're going to try it this way. See if this works now. Hopefully that fixed it. I don't know if it did, but we'll see. Woo. Yeah, I know it froze. Just hang tight. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Let me see if it fixed it or not. I don't know yet. I don't know. I just got terrible. I got terrible stream quality. So if you guys can see me good, if you can hear me good, let's try and go with that. Hopefully that's a little better. I don't know. Oh, it says video output low. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Maybe it will improve as we go along. We'll see what happens. So how's everybody been? Holy crap. It's been a while. It's been 90 days. It's been 90 freaking days. Yeah, did a little bit of touch up to the old office here. I also been playing around with the configuration for the camera. Trying to get more of a wide angle shot. Apparently that's a little more preferable. I'm supposed to sit over here like this. There we go. So hopefully the video is clear. Hopefully the sound's clear. We're gonna go through it as quick. Yeah, I mean we're gonna go through it no matter what, because I've been jonesing for a live show. Jonesing. It's a 3-syllable word. It was probably a little clearer at the beginning, Sarah, because I had it set to 1080p. Thanks, Gump. What's going on, Husker Gray? Oh, my bad. I didn't do what I'm supposed to do. I'm sorry, guys. I'm rusty. So let me go through. I always go through and name off the people here. Not just Rox is here. Thank you, sir. Glad to have you. Appreciate what you're doing. You know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. So thank you for what you're doing. Jaqual Hallman, thank you, sir, for being here. Sarah Kane, Dwayne RTR, Bartholomew. What's up, buddy? Oh, Killer Mom, glad to see you back, sir. Melissa May, why are you not a moderator? Didn't I make you a moderator? I thought I made you a moderator like forever ago. There you go. Now you're a moderator. I mean, oh, you need a haircut, bruh. My wife has cut my hair. She did a great job, by the way. But that was like 3 weeks ago. Look at this. Look at this mess. I can almost get me one of them man buns going on. Look at that. I'm getting I don't need no gel or nothing. I get a faux hawk going on. Look at this. Like it belong in a rock band. Whoo. I need my hat, dude. I'm not stalking you much. Things just happen. Man, it is so nice to have you guys here. Husker Ray, thanks for being all Iceberg players. OG Fran, hey, what's going on? Catching up on the chat, guys. Jordan Ciampini, I guess is how you say that. Says this year Florida wins it all, gets canceled, of course. Any year that Florida would win, they should cancel that season. What's going on, Riel? Maybe it's Rael. I'm sorry. Internet doesn't come with a pronunciation guide for people. Eric Johnson, good morning, sir. Glad to have you guys here. So nice that you guys are on. There's a little bit of a buffering. Looks like the live stream health has improved quite a bit, so that's great. Growing a short beard for the first time. This is my second one. Like, I shaved the first one. Quarantine will do things to you, man. Whoever said solitary confinement was okay, I can't even do multiple people confinement. It's rough on me. Yeah. 1980 was a good year. I remember, and I've been stuck in diapers ever since. Oh man, you're having too much fun. There is a little bitty fruit fly flying around in here, and it's about to drive me nuts. So if you see me doing weird stuff like reaching at the screen, now you know why. Oh man, so what's everybody been doing? Good night, man. Got the Superman curly hair piece. Yeah, so this little piece of hair right here, no matter what I do, it does this, right? So you can. This is why I wear a hat like this right here. Yeah. So don't judge me, judge my stylist. Oh, so hopefully you guys like the new setup. New setup similar to the old setup. Since it's been a while. Hey, what's going on? See you in the valley, the old Tiger man over there. See you in the valley. Are you going to be the Tiger King for the channel? I just want to know. Sporting Advantage says, what patchy fur creature crawled on your face? It's called the Quarantine fur monster there, sir. Was the only moderator on when YouTube shuts you down. I called Dwayne RTR, asked him if I screwed up. No. No, what's going on? What happened was I was doing my fan reaction video to the Super Bowl, and I still have the video saved on my phone, by the way, of the actual end of that game. And I was going to post it. What's going on, Ball Bigfoot? And I was going to post it, but I got so incredibly nervous after they copyright striked my channel. I reached out to supposedly the people that claim the copyright, but man, there was no response, no nothing. I was so pissed, you know what I'm saying? So I sat on it for 90 days. I didn't want to make videos. I was so irritated. I was so mad. The live shows are so much more fun because I don't have to edit. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy the editing process. I like making videos for you guys. But sometimes you sit down and you are just, I could not get motivated because I was missing the live show and the interacting with you guys. I mean, having you guys post comments and being able to respond is always nice. But having you guys here is so different. Crimson Brave 2020. I don't know what that comment means, sir. But okay. See you in the valley. Of course, he's going to be the king, the Tiger King. And Bartholomew says, thumbs up. Thumbs up here. Y'all do the same, people. Hey, Melissa, I can't tell you how thrilled I am to be back on. It is so nice. It is so nice. But now, all right, so full disclosure. Yes, this is coffee. Yes, I drink coffee at nighttime. I can drink this cup of coffee, and I can go to bed and sleep like a baby. Coffee does not have the effect on me that it does on most people. So anyway, before we get too much further into this, I do want to point this back out right here. Right there. That. This was created by Bruce Hucks, and he made it by hand. For those of you who saw the video that I mentioned that, what's going on, Sea-Dog West? Welcome to the channel, brother. Welcome back on, I should say. I know you've been here before. He learned how to do this by Dave, from watching a guy called Dave Roten. And Dave Roten has his own YouTube channel on how to do woodworking and stuff, and he has really helped out. Thanks, sir. Good to see you too. This is handmade, and it's actually like, I don't know what you would call it, recessed. And he carved this out by hand. This thing's huge. It's actually like this big. It's like 1.5 feet by like it's like a 2 foot tall by 1.5 feet wide. New account for Bryant Denny Stadium. Okay. What's going on, man? Did you just want to be on? You don't want to be on YouTube? Yeah. Okay. He's on YouTube now with his Naruto shirt. Coffee's good for naps, absolutely. So, you want to pull up a chair? Get a chair, man. We can have a conversation about whatever you want to talk about. Go get you a chair. Okay, he's eating a hot dog. He's out. Whatever. So anyway, Dave Roten helped give Bruce the information, the inspiration, and the sweatation to get that done. So yeah, so I wanted to make sure that and I'm going to do it, every so often. I'm going to keep pointing that thing out because it's just so cool that somebody would make something like that. I'm so flattered. I'm still flattered by that. Who's famous now? Oh, it looks really nice. Now he's famous. What? I'm not famous. Although somebody did shout out to me in the parking lot and said, "Hey, Big Dog Brett." I was so confused. I was like, "What? Did somebody recognize me in the parking lot?" And then I realized, I was like, somebody might be trying to what is that about, Crimson Brave? Are you saying he's number one, or are you giving him the bird? Which is it? I believe it's Dave Roten. Hey, what's up, Keith? Hey, congrats on your recent well, you know what I'm talking about. Congrats, sir. Happy for you. Feel free to move up here where I'm at. So yeah, it's been a long 90 days, man. So to let you guys know, I was like checking my I was like, "Hey Google, what is the 90th day from February the 2nd?" And they're like, May the 3rd. And I was like, crap. So May the 3rd this morning, I get up and I try to post live just to see if it would let me, because you have to go through a process. It's like when you try to go live, if you got a copyright strike, it'll tell you can't go live because of copyright strike. But then, so it kicks you back out. So earlier today, I went to do it, and it told me to put in a title and everything. What's going on, Dennis? Apparently, Crimson Brave got a problem with Bruce. I don't know why though. What's up, Ohio State? I don't remember seeing you on here before. I'm glad you're here though, sir. Thank you for joining the channel. So thoughts on From? Oh, are we gonna go down that road? Just let me know. Trust nobody will recognize you with a beard. Invisibility comes when you have a full beard. This is not what I would call a full beard. Yeah, just got out of YouTube jail, man. Just got out, fresh out. They gave me my belongings back at the door. They even gave me money for a phone call, man. I had to call somebody to come pick me up, and couldn't get an Uber because I didn't have a cell phone. So yeah, just fresh out the clink, man. Storms went north of us. Yeah, that was nice. So Sea-Dog West, I appreciate you saying that, sir. So anyway, I guess we're about 30 minutes into the show. Put you on a Joe Burrow suspension. What's going on, Mark Dudley? So real quick before we get into the Jake Fromm thing, do me a favor, share the channel. Just share it to Facebook, share it to something that you're in. Apologize to your friends later. I'll apologize to them up front. But I'm going to get into the Jake Fromm thing. I'm going to do that in just a minute. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about that whole situation. And I know there's a lot of Jake Fromm fans. There's a lot of Jake Fromm people that don't think Jake Fromm is awesome. We'll go from there. Do I think we will have football? We're also going to talk about that. The boy beard, that's a boy beard. You're right, sir. You're absolutely right. That is a boy beard. Matter of fact, hold on. Caden, come here a second. Hey, Bulldog, how you doing? Doing good, Bubba, man. Doing good. SEC dog. How's it going, brother? Caden, come here. He told me to give him a second. Okay, we're gonna give him a second. Are we still getting a good stream? Is it still coming in clear? Sound good? All that good stuff. I just want to make sure. Hey, you're keeping the fans waiting, man. Your fans are waiting. Yeah, you got all these people on here are a big fan of yours. Come here. So get a little closer to the camera here. Squat down. Look at it. Squat down. Look, come here, closer. Closer. Look, his beard is better than mine. He's 16. I'm in here brushing and combing and putting in the beard balm, man. And it's not coming in. But the wife won't let me shave it. Yeah, look at you nerd. He's over there stroking his beard. He's 16, man. By the time this kid gets to be 25, he's gonna look like it's gonna be a Rapunzel, but it's gonna be on his face, man. Oh my goodness. Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna tackle the Jake Fromm thing, right? Did I ditch my Tennessee looking orange prison jumpsuit in the middle of your prison? Sir, I burned it I went out in my underwear. I burned it immediately. Sarah said they would have her committed. Hey, when you share it, all you have to do is say, look at this Georgia idiot, and then send it. And then it'll be like, oh, yeah, I got it. It's all good. So you just got to know how to frame it. It's okay. So anyway, the Jake Fromm. So I have been, I was a good fan, and said that when he did stay with Jake Fromm, he did nothing to lose the job. He was pretty smart, but as his career went on, he seemed to regress, and I stuck with that. And there were people that were projecting him going first round, and the first round came and went. Jake Fromm looking around. Oh, surely he'll go second round. Tries to go second round. Jake Fromm still looking around. 3 or 4 other people go. Now we in the 5th round. Late in the 5th round, Jake Fromm's like, this ain't good. Are you sure they got my name up there? They know that I can be drafted, right? Yeah, we know, Jake. We know. Jake Fromm, man, almost didn't make the cut. He went like late 5th round. And that's because these NFL scouts were seeing the same thing that old Big Dog was seeing. This guy just didn't have all the tools in the arsenal that he needed. Doesn't matter. Hey, Christy. It doesn't matter that, he wasn't going out there and had tons of receivers to throw to. I said all year, yo, you want me to talk about Bama QB Bryce Young? Yeah, I'll get to him in a minute. Jake Fromm, people were saying Jake Fromm needed a good receiver or multiple good receivers to be good. And I kept going, you got to be kidding me, man. There's plenty of guys in this Georgia roster that has caught tons and tons of footballs. But Jake Fromm just, for whatever reason, couldn't get it done. And some try to blame an offensive play style and everything else. I'm telling you right now, I think that, he definitely, Keith is right. He definitely needs some more confidence. I don't think he progressed, though. I think he regressed. Oh, he'll definitely freeze in Buffalo. He's country boy for real. I mean, he's not going to be digging that snow. Anyway, wait till that. I guess he means wait till that thing turns white. Then you can look like Moses. I'm gonna get there. I want to dress up as Santa Claus, man. That's what I want to do. Danny Blackman finally woke up after the SEC championship game. Mac Pick Six Jones first. Oh my goodness. Here we come out of the woodwork. Anyway, to finish up with Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm is a good quarterback. Not saying he's not a good quarterback, but Jake Fromm is not a great quarterback. He's not an elite quarterback. And there's a lot of fans that think that the moment that you say that Jake Fromm is not an elite quarterback, oh, you must hate Jake Fromm. No, I'm just being objective. I think the guy went in the draft where he should have went in the draft. I think he's got a lot of developing to do. He's not an NFL starting quarterback. He's not going to be an NFL starting quarterback. And if a team wants a quarterback who's not going to lose them games, there's plenty of quarterbacks out there like that. But that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for quarterbacks that can win games and lead teams. And Jake Fromm can certainly get there. He's got the smarts, but he needs some more work. He's got to be polished. And I think probably 2, maybe 3 years will get him there. Georgia needed an OC. We did need an OC, but there were plenty of teams that had worse OCs than Georgia, and the quarterbacks were still doing better. Jamie Newman is a fine example. So he's a 4-star phase in Bellevue, Michigan. Oh man, what's going on, Danny? What's going on? He plays in IMG now. All right, so now let's tackle the whole football. Are we going to have college football this season? Yes. Is it going to be without fans? My opinion, no. I believe we're going to have fans in the stadium. He needs a good weapon. Keith, you're right. He does need weapons, but he needs a good O-line. He had a really good O-line. I think he only got sacked like something ridiculous, like seven or 8 times all year. I mean, we had a great O-line. But I think that, and here we go. Here we go. Just buckle up because it's a ride. Yeah, Jake Fromm needed a much better OC to coach him into being a better quarterback rather than trying to change systems at the last second. We didn't treat him as good as we should have treated him because we didn't have the people to treat him that way. But yeah, he definitely needs more. So here we go. Here's the conspiracy theory. I personally think that this whole situation has been wildly blown out of proportion. I do think that there is some legitimacy to some of it, but I think everything that's happened so far has really been way blown out of proportion. I think that most people are able to go back to work tomorrow, should be able to go back to work tomorrow. And I think as we get closer to college football season, that's going to be shown right. And then you're going to see that there is going to be a clamoring for college football to get started. I don't think we need a vaccine. I'm not a vaccine person. Georgia winning a natty only if they beat Alabama. We'll see about that. We don't know yet, Husker. Gray. We'll see. But here's the thing. When you're looking at what's going on, and you keep watching I think it was Stanford University or somebody just come out with a study. They just put it out. I think the Washington Times posted it. That said, in the epicenter of New York, the fatality rate for people between the ages of 18 and 45 was 0.01%. The flu is way worse than that. So, and ages 0 to 18, the fatality rate is actually 0. They've had no deaths under the age of 18 in New York City. So, it seems to me that people are going to go, wait a minute. The fatality rate is 0.01%, 45 and under. Everybody over the age of 45 that contracted it, that it was a fatality, they had at least two underlying conditions on top of it. And if you look at the fatality rate for the flu for people over the age of 45 with 2 or more comorbidity problems, you'll find that the fatality rate in the flu is even higher. So I think as time goes on, you're going to find out that there's going to be a really quick understanding that there's been a whole lot of panic for a whole lot of people for a whole lot of nothing. But that's just my opinion. So I could be wrong. But the numbers that are coming out now where people are, hospitals are being told that they're going to be given extra money if they have COVID-19 patients, all of a sudden everybody's a COVID-19 patient. It's interesting. But I don't want to get into the politics. I want to stay in football. I think it's high time that we get ourselves back to work. People need to work. Some of us have been blessed that we've been able to make it through relatively unscathed. Some people have had detrimental impacts to their career and their lifestyle, and we need to get back on track, and we need to do so quickly. I think that there's just a whole lot of something being done about something that's a whole lot of nothing. What's that old saying? Making a mountain out of a molehill. I think they made a mountain out of about 3 grains of sand. But as more information comes out and we get further and further along, we're probably going to see that everybody's going to go, what? Oh, really? We're good. That's it? Are you serious? That's it? Oh, screw this. I'm going back to work, man. I got bills to pay. No, we're going to get rolling. Probably a higher chance to die driving to the store than, yeah. You're probably right, Keith. You're probably right. It's put a hurting on a lot of people, man. It really has. And I hate it. Every time I see this little catchphrase here, it gets me every time. The Kung Flu. Every time, man. Because it always hits me because I think I always forget about it. And then I'll see it and it's like, man, that is so funny. I know I've heard it before, but that's just too funny. The Kung Flu. Don't get Kung Flu'd. Oh, man. So anyway, over 60,000 people have died, though. Yes, and I think that you're being sarcastic, Rayel. But I'm going to tell you that in 2017 and 2018, over 80,000 people in the United States died from the flu. We didn't shut down nothing. We didn't shut down a popcorn stand. We didn't shut down a grocery store. We didn't shut down nothing. We just rolled on. So, it, in my opinion, I don't want anybody to die. I really don't. But I also have to look at this thing and go, well, folks still got to work. They still got to pay bills. They still got to eat. They just got to. And so sickness is a part of living in a society. Unless you're completely isolated, you're going to deal with communicable diseases. This is one of them. The very first predictions that came out said 1 to 2 million people were going to die from it in the United States. 1 to 2 million. Scared the life out of everybody. And then they revised it and they said, 100,000 to 200,000. And now they're saying we're probably not even going to hit 80,000. So 1,600 new cases. Well, see, here's the interesting thing, Melissa, is that the 1,600 new cases, what they're finding out is that new cases mean you test positive for it, but it doesn't mean that you're sick enough to be hospitalized. They're estimating that 30 to 50% of the people that have this virus, 30 to 50% of the people that have this virus are asymptomatic. They're estimating right now that out of the 8.5 million people that live in New York, roughly 1.5 million of them have already had it, with symptoms or without. So, I'm with you, Rayel. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I don't want anybody to suffer or to die needlessly or to even get sick. Yeah, Keith hit the nail on the head. The reason for shelter in place was to keep hospitals from being overrun, because that's what we were seeing out of Italy, is the hospitals got overrun. Now the hospitals are having to lay off doctors and furlough doctors because they don't need them. There's empty hospital beds. There's tons of hospital equipment that have been ordered that's not even being used. So I had the swine flu back in 2009. That was bad. Yeah, swine flu hit a lot of people. I would not be surprised if most of you sit down at some point and you go through and you go, man, back in December, I had like this little kind of a bug thing, and I had a little bit of a fever, and I didn't feel good for a couple of days, and it took me about a week to get over it, but after that I was fine. That's happened to so many people. Yeah, Keith is correct. As testing increases, which more people are being tested, the numbers are going to obviously increase. See, at first they were testing people. They were only testing people that they highly suspected had COVID, and then after that they were like, well, now we have enough tests. Well, we can test more people. Oh, now we have more tests. We can test people that they might have it. And now they're testing people like, well, you come in, you got a cough, and you got a little bit of a fever. Okay, we're going to test you. They're testing people post-mortem. They're testing all kind of people. So the numbers are going to continue to go up. I think, personally, just my opinion, I think that initially the fatality rate in comparison to the confirmed case rate was wildly skewed because they were only testing people that they had to test because they only had so many tests. And so when you're only testing 100 people that are very sick and 4 of them, it becomes a fatality, those 4 people, they really make it look like the fatality rate is extremely high. Whenever you're not testing everybody that has it, keep in mind your fatality rate is a confirmed number based off of a confirmed number of cases that you've actually tested. There may be millions and millions of more people that have contracted it that may be or may not be asymptomatic, but they're part of the equation that you just don't know about. So if there's 1 million people that have this whatever, and that they're not tested, they're still part of the fatality rate to the overall infected rate. So it may be 3 people out of 1 million, which is like 0.00001%, but you don't know. So, yeah. I think that as the testing becomes more readily available to everybody, I think you're going to see more and more people are going to say, yeah, they either have it and they were asymptomatic or whatever, or they've already had it. So yeah, it didn't take long to get off football, did it? It didn't take long at all. But anyway, that's a story for another whatever. But I hope everybody stays safe and stays healthy. College football. Are we going to have college football with fans? I think absolutely. I think you're going to see college football come back roaring onto the scene. You look at what the SEC commissioner is saying. You look at what coaches are saying. You look at what universities are saying. Everybody wants to get back to college football as quickly as possible. There is so many people that are emotionally invested, just emotionally invested, never mind the financials of it, emotionally invested so much in a sport that there is a demand from the public for this to happen. I mean, it just is what it is. Bryce Young. Oh, Melissa's not going to let up about Bryce Young. Good Lord. Let me finish talking about college football. So there's been some other schools like Syracuse and a few others. It's like, we're not going to have college football. And then there's other ones like it's like the Admiral of the Navy or something, where because Notre Dame is going to play the Navy in like Dublin, Ireland. It's like, we're playing. You said this months ago. I was beginning to think you knew something I didn't know. Would I wear a mask to the Georgia game? If that was a requirement by the stadium for me to be able to go, then yes, I would wear this. This is a fishing face mask that I bought a long time ago. wears over my face. And and the reason I wore it is because a lot of times when I was out riding boats, especially in the harbor, if you're out whipping around, you would get windburn. Or if you're out there and the wind's blowing, you would get windburn. But if you have that on, a lot of times it would protect your face. I don't think any 2020 sports league will allow fans, from what I'm hearing. I hope that's wrong. I'm pretty sure that it's being looked at very heavily. Yeah. UCF going undefeated and winning a national championship. Get out of here, Husker. You know you just trolling in here. It's too late in the day for that. So anyway, I think that it is going to be. I think it's gonna start on time. I really do. I think it's gonna start on time. I think you're gonna see them get the practices in they have to get in, because there's a certain number of practices they have to have. I think you're gonna see that happen, even if they have to go Saturdays. Like they'll do like a Monday to Saturday to get those extra days in. Oh, so for those of you who don't know, there is a gentleman by the name of Bryce Young, who is a 5-star prospect who has apparently signed with Alabama. He's a dual threat quarterback, highly touted, but he's a little bit short. He's 5'11". He's not what you would consider to be a towering giant in a pocket, where most teams want like a 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" quarterback. They want to see him tall enough to get over the line and throw the ball, clear the linemen's heads. And a lot of linemen are really big and tall, so if you got a shorter quarterback, it's a little difficult to do. But he is extremely agile, so we'll see what happens. All Fromm needs is a hole in the ice and a pocket fisherman. See, here's the thing about the whole process. There's so many things that's going on in recruiting right now, and so many things that are going on in football in general, with the NFL, with college football. Like every time I look at my phone now, I see like somebody recruiting to Tennessee. So let me look at that real quick. Tennessee. Let me go 2021. Yeah, 5'11" though, man, is really short for a quarterback in today's day and age. Buffalo ice fishing. Forget that, man. So Tennessee right now, which is way early in the season, and plenty of teams will have an opportunity to flip these players. They're looking like they got a couple of commits, a Terrence Lewis and a Dylan Brooks, both 5 stars. They got a 4-star Cody Brown, a 4-star Jordan Mosey, and a couple of 3 stars. So they're looking pretty good right now. I mean, it's obviously the best that Tennessee has looked in years on recruiting, but we'll see what happens. There's plenty of time. Hey, what's up, Ballard Sports, man? Glad to see you in here, buddy. So if we look at we'll just look at 2021 recruiting rankings, and let's see what we got. Dewan Mathis. I want to see what Dewan Mathis does at Georgia. Me too, but I don't think he's going to play much next year. He's going to play as a backup next year. So right now, just so you know, in the 2021 recruiting rankings, Tennessee has 2 5-stars and 4 4-stars, 11 3-stars, and they are 3rd in the country nationally in recruiting rankings. Georgia has 1 5-star and 5 4-stars. They only have 7 commits. Tennessee got 17 commits already. They're about done already. So we'll see what happens, man. How do you think Scott Frost will do? He needs to show signs of life this season. You know what? Let me pull up. I'm actually going to pull up Nebraska's schedule. me see what their schedule is. I'll tell you what I think how they're going to do real quick. Texas is not going to win the Big 12. I think Oklahoma will win it again. All right, Nebraska versus Purdue. Nebraska, they'll beat Purdue. They'll beat Central Michigan. They'll beat Dakota State. They'll beat Cincinnati. They'll beat Northwestern. I don't know about Illinois. I don't know about Rutgers. They're going to lose to Ohio State. That's 2 losses right there. They'll probably lose to Penn State. That's 3 losses. They're probably going to lose to Wisconsin. That's 4 losses. They might even lose to Iowa. That's 5 losses. So they may go 8-5. Yeah. So to me, hard to say. Hard to say. But that would be what I would guess. Penn State's coming along nicely. I'm curious where Mac Jones would transfer after Bryce Young takes over. Well, I don't know, because here's what you've got going on right now. With the exception of Tua and Jalen Hurts, which was an incredible dynamic duo, it really took a lot to make Nick Saban put in Tua. Like, it took a serious act of desperation to put Tua in over Jalen Hurts. As talented as Tua is, a first-round draft pick, it took a lot. So to me, my experience, Nick Saban's not a guy who likes to change quarterbacks. He likes to put a quarterback in. He trusts the system, and he wants to let that guy play. So I think that you're going to see Mac Jones, unless he does something ridiculously bad, he's going to continue to run that offense. Now, is their offense starting to evolve? Yes. But bringing in a 5'11" guy is not going to help them very much. It's just not. So I think that Mac Jones, if I remember, is built like a quarterback. He's 6'2". He's 6'2", and let's see here. I'm gonna pull up his bio real quick. Yeah, Mac Jones, 6'2", 205. His completion percentage is 68.8%. Threw for 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. His RTG is 186. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, almost a 70% completion rating. That's pretty good. So, Mac Jones is going to bring Alabama down. I don't know about that, man. The guy's been around since 2018, so he'll likely play 2020. And then by then, if he continues on the course he's on, Auburn was his first away start. I mean, you look at the games he's won. I mean, he did lose to Auburn, but that wasn't his fault. I mean, they put 45 points on the board. When the defense allows 48 points, it's hard to say that that's the quarterback's fault. Now, if he'd have put 21 points on the board, I'd have been like, all right. If he'd have put 21 points on the board, had a bad game, I'd have been like, yeah. But here's his stats. He had 335 yards passing. He had a 67% completion ratio. He averaged 8.6 yards a pass. He threw for 4 touchdowns. He did throw for 2 interceptions, but he still threw for 4 touchdowns, with one of them being a 58-yard bomb. And he was only sacked once. His QBR in that was almost 90. That's pretty good. Most teams would kill for that kind of stat. So, and then he went out, and, I mean, it just is what it is. He had a bad game against Mississippi State, but, I mean, when he played Michigan, I mean, he threw for 327 yards. He had 3 touchdowns and an 85-yard long bomb. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry about your luck. Guy can throw. Now, is he going to play that well against Georgia? I don't know, but you can bet that Nick Saban's going to have a plan. You can bet on that. But we'll see what happens. Man, it is good to be back. been living life in like slow motion, man. I don't know what the heck's been going on. Pineapple Jr. more interested in winning in a winter program like FIU, so I heard. FIU. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Put the two numbers against a great Auburn. Put up two numbers against a great Auburn defense. Yeah, he put up great numbers. What's going on, Carson? I ain't seen you in at least 90 days. I sure hope we have college football 2020. What's up, Jamie Newman in the house? Yes, sir. We're going to let you play. Absolutely. For those of you who don't know, we have a screaming deacon in here. Or former screaming deacon. Now he's a dog, all dog. So you're probably going to see Mac Jones play for the 2020 season, depending on how he does. He may come back 2021, but then that'll be like 4 years. He's probably gone then. So this year, you're going to see Bryce Young try to get trained up under Mac Jones and go in and play some backup stuff. And then we'll see what happens in 2021. But for right now, we'll see what happens. But I think it's the Mac Jones show for right now. I think everybody's going to be very surprised at Jamie Newman. I think once we turn Jamie Newman loose with that new Georgia OC, going to be rough on you. Sorry about your feelings. Woo! Didn't do well at Michigan State. It's possible. Demon Dinkins. There you go. What's up, Jason? How you doing, buddy? Been a minute since I seen you. Woo. Stop hating SEC, dog. At least we have a QB. Run the ball 60 times and slip in the playoffs and hope Mac Jones don't blow it. It's pretty much been the plan for some of these quarterbacks. I know Georgia tried that a few times. It didn't work. But, yeah. Woo. Just enjoying being back. Man, it's nice. Man, has it been an hour already? Golly. I think it's freezing up just a little bit, but it'll be all right. Mac is cool under pressure. Oh, it's all good, man. It's all you late. I'm 90 days late. What are you talking about? I think you have a starter named after Georgia week 3. Maybe the scenario where if Alabama makes the natty, if Mac Jones struggles, maybe we have a Tua scenario and let the freshman lead a comeback. We'll see. But again, man, I really think, especially in the SEC where size is so much of a factor, I think you got to have a guy who's tall enough to see and throw over that line. I just do. Kirby let all these non-SEC teams have it on Feinbaum. I must have missed it. What happened? What happened on Feinbaum? I don't really watch him that much, man. Don't really watch it that much. Mac hasn't accurate in his arm strength. Yeah, he's good. I mean, there's no doubt. I am so ready for somebody to tell me that we're going to have college football, because the moment that they do, I mean, there's tons of videos that I can make. I can make videos about the returning teams that are coming back, just all kind of stuff, man. I mean, I guess I can make them now, but I want to know for sure we're going to play. Bama's getting in that top 4 this year, bet. Well, let's take a look at the 2020 schedule here. Let's see. Okay. Alabama, Greenbow, Alabama. Crimson Tide football schedule 2020. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Kyler Murray. That midget. Hey, you say what you want to about that midget. He won a Heisman. USC Trojans. Y'all should win that game. Should. Georgia Panthers should win that game. Take your first loss on September 19th. Then Kent State's going. You guys will beat them. You'll beat Ole Miss. You'll beat the Razorbacks. You'll beat Mississippi State. You'll beat Tennessee. Don't know what's going to happen with LSU, but they lost a lot of stuff. You should win that game. You're playing, and then like November 14th. Why are y'all playing UT Martin? November 14th. What is going on? Y'all need a break? Goodness. And then you play the Aggies, and then you play Auburn, and then you'll probably play us again at Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta. Fawn bombs a ride homer. A ride homer or a tide homer? Tide, there we go. Okay. Yeah, he kind of is. He kind of is. I'll tell you who else is. That Gary Danielson. Golly, I can't stand that guy. Oh, I believe he outperformed Jake Fromm. That wasn't hard to do. That wasn't hard to do. Jake Fromm struggled all the time. If you go back and watch a few of those videos that I made where I did the commentary through the video, I pointed out, you can clearly see where he was off the mark and missing throws. And then do that, and then go watch a highlight video of Jake Fromm, and you'll see even in his highlight videos, he was like behind, throwing short, and then go watch highlights of some of these other players where they're hitting guys in stride. It's incredible. I mean, you can see it clear as day. Georgia, LSU, and Harvard are really the only good three teams Bama are going to play this year. That is correct. You guys do play a lot of Tiger-type animals. Let's see. You got the Panthers, the LSU Tigers, and then the Auburn Tigers. That's 3 in one season. And last time I checked, Nick Saban been having problems with Tigers, man. The only Tiger he hadn't had a problem with is Tiger King. That's the only one. So, man, that Gary Danielson, he could be watching. Gary Danielson could be watching the Oregon Ducks playing the Washington Huskies, and he would say something about Alabama football at least 25 times in the first half. At least. Well, not all SEC fans, just anybody that's not an Alabama fan. Because he's going to talk about Alabama in the middle of your football game. And there's another one. I don't know who she is, but she's terrible too. Like, she has no business calling football. She's so confused up there. She's got kind of one of them deep voices. So I've been thinking about doing a segment. He ain't no Tiger King. I've been thinking about doing a segment in one of my videos after the games. And it's going to go something like this. I'm going to be the objective big dog Brett. Got to get going. It's good seeing you, Melissa. Thank you so much for being on, hon. We'll see you next time. Don't forget. Stay safe. God bless. Go Dogs. So I think it would be fun to do a segment where you have me and my objective self, and then you have a Georgia fan who has the blinders on. So nobody, what's going on, Kevin? So you got that one fan is like, no matter what happens, man, that's the way it's intended. You know, the fan that says Georgia's hiding their offense, the fan that says they got all these trick plays we're gonna pull later in the season, the fan that makes excuses for no matter how good we win, even though the offense is terrible, or how good the defense is, that, you know, the offense is just that fan. Joe Biden called a football game. I think Joe Biden and John Madden should call a football game together. I think that would be hilarious. I think those two would be interesting to watch. If that's your guy, I'm sorry. I ain't trying to tell you, anything you don't know already. But if you can imagine having have Joe Biden sitting on this side, have John Madden sitting right here, and have Donald Trump sitting over here, and have them three call a football game. Oh my God. I'd watch that just for the commentary, man. That'd be the most watched show on television, man. What's going on, Rubber Nose? Joe Biden would screw football up. Well, I don't know if I get into the football stuff right, but this show would be fun to watch. It would be fun to watch. I keep waiting for UGA to call me, tell me to come on down and commentate one of the games for him, but they ain't calling, so I don't know what's up. Everybody's got their opinion, Ballard. What's up, Rob? Everybody's got their opinion, man. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with your opinion. That's one of the great things about the First Amendment is you can have your opinion and you can state it. Don't mean everybody got to agree with you, but you can have your opinion. Whew. Man, we done rolled on to 10 o'clock here. Dang, man. Hey, what's up, Kirby? What's going on, buddy? Get in here. Thank you, Mr. Atypical Gump. Are you talking about UNC? Man, I'm so glad to be back. Whoa. Been rough. Let me see here. I just looked this up a minute ago. I think he's been doing pretty good. I mean, especially for UNC. He's been rebuilding that program. Back whenever he was coaching at Tennessee, back when he was coaching at Texas, he was really good at recruiting there too, which is why the program did so well. And then I think he had a couple of bad years, and he's like, I'm out. I mean, he just like left in like the middle of the season, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, that's what happened. But yeah, right now they're currently ranked third. They've got 10 4-stars. But there is a lot of time left. So you'll see a lot of these guys will commit and decommit, and they'll get moved around. If these numbers don't change, I would say something highly suspect is going on. These numbers are going to change. They go up and down. Right now, it stands as Ohio State's number 1, North Carolina number 2, Tennessee at 3, Florida at 4, Clemson at 5, Iowa at 6, Miami at 7, USC at 8, Minnesota at 9, Michigan at 10, Notre Dame 11, Texas 12, Penn State 13, Maryland 14, Wisconsin 15, and then Georgia at 16. SEC Dog says, what brand of tires will Manny Diaz be selling mid-October or so? Asking for a friend. Well, it won't be Goodyear because it won't be a good year for him. Maybe Continental because he's going to be going all over the place trying to find a job. Oh man. Hey, appreciate you being on, Atypical Gump. We'll see you back next time, buddy. But anyway, what's going on? Oh man, my phone is all jacked up. Let me get this off of here. Dogs rolling in Tuscaloosa week 3. Man, it's about time, man. It is about time we do that. Oh man, I'm back. Storm's here knocked out my Wi-Fi. Wee. Bartholomew's got one of the best YouTube screen names I've ever seen. He plays it to the hilt too, man. I love it. So anyway, for those of you that have stuck it out this long, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little taste of what I'm thinking about doing. For those of you who don't know, I like doing impressions. I do Carl from Sling Blade. I do Bill Clinton. I do Cartman. I mean, I do a whole host of voices. And what I want to do is like each week take one of those voices and or take a voice and do it the whole season. I'm not sure which yet. And find out which one I think would work the best. I mean, if Georgia comes in there and they try really hard, I think they could pull out a win. So I think that if you take something like that and you have that guy play, what's going on, Seth? If you have have that guy be that Georgia fan that you just can't talk to no matter what, I think that make for an interesting video. So I may try that. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I hoarded limes to keep the corona away. Oh man, golly, has it been an hour already? It's actually been over an hour. Wow. Do you think we will take Bama this year? Yes, I think that with our offensive coordinator, Jamie Fuman. Oh, Forrest Gump? Yeah, I can do him too. Jenai. Hello, Coach Saban. Tell Uncle Harvey I said hello, sir. Okay. Do I think we'll take Bama this year? Yes. I think with the offensive coordinator we have. Damn it, Bobby. I can do all kinds of voices. I reckon you're going to have to wait till next week for getting a little bit better on it. I mean, I like having it. Thanks, Rob. I don't know. I like playing around with it. It's fun.
What the hell are you guys doing? Throw the damn ball.
So, I mean, there's tons of different ones that I can do. I can do Chester from Family Guy.
That's right, Chris. You ought to throw the ball. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's fun.
Get in there nice and deep like. Oh, yes. Snap the ball, Chris.
So, I mean, I have fun with them. I started out doing it just to get my kids, you know, make them laugh and cut up. But over a period of time, I've kind of gotten a little better at it. I think, or at least I think I have. I'm not sure. Can do the clown from Stephen King's It.
Do you want to play? We all flown down here.
So, I mean, it's just fun. Anyway. Cartman. Probably Cartman, Rayo.
That's right.
I can't really do Homer Simpson. My voice is a little too deep. Go! I mean, that's about all I can do with Homer Simpson. Coach O. I can do Coach O, but I have to have something to listen to a couple of times because it's hard to get into his accent. He's got a heavy Cajun accent. That I know the Korean man. That don't I know the Cajun. I mean, the Cajun accent, I can pick that up. I lived in Louisiana for a while, but his accent, hey, I'm trying to do a press conference over here. Shut it up. I mean, it's kind of along those lines. 6. BVD does. Yeah, he does. Cookie. What kind of cookies you been eating, man? I can do David Chappelle pretty good. At least I think I can. Charlie Murphy. Darknesses. If you haven't seen David Chappelle, as soon as you're done with this feed, go watch David Chappelle. It's freaking hilarious. Dave Chappelle is probably some of the greatest skit comedy of my lifetime. Richard Pryor was good. George Carlin good. Even some of Joe Rogan stuff is really funny. Do I feel Kyle Trask in Florida might just beat y'all this season? No. I believe that Georgia's defense has essentially been able to stop them every year. Now, they got a little better on offense last year, but Georgia still shut them down. Georgia's defense is not really changing that much. It's going to continue to be the same way it was, but Georgia's offense is going to improve. So not only would Florida have to improve on defense, they would improve on offense. They would also have to drastically improve on defense. So we'll see what happens. Rubber Nose and Uncle Lou saved college football. Yeah, he made the phone call, man. So, yeah. Trying to do Rodney Dangerfield. I could probably do him. I probably could. Let me think. Can you believe I'm losing to a rug? I mean, Rubber Nose is the new kicker for Georgia. Well, I appreciate you being on the show, sir. I need you to send me some tickets, though. Seriously, for real. Send me some tickets because I need to go. Jeez, who all have I had on the channel? I've had Kirby Smart, Jamie Newman, Brian Herrion, DeAndre Swift, Jake Fromm, Rodrigo Blankenship. Man, I've had some really interesting people on the channel. Ric Flair, woo! That's probably my favorite, man. Every time I watch a Georgia game, I can't help but do that, man. The Ric Flair, every time, man, every time. Raking the lawn, he mowed the. Georgia defense won their games from last season. It did. You got a little mad when he said F Bama? It's just coach speak, man. It's just coach speak. It's nothing personal. I think Georgia's defense is going to be better than last season. I think it'll be comparable. I don't know if it'll be as good. Where do I want to sit? On the sideline. I want to be the guy that's holding on to Kirby Smart belt because that's the only way I can get any closer would be the head coach, and I don't want that job. They won't give it to me anyway. So, yeah. Man. It's been too long, man. It's been too long. Well, guys, just like all good things, you got to come to an end here. Woo! There's Ric Flair. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you joining the channel. Can't believe it. Whoever this guy is, he keeps making all these accounts, dude. He's one of my favorite people in the whole world, man. Somebody go through that much trouble for me. Thank you, sir. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, man. Too wide to be Bama's kicker. No, sir. You don't kick wide enough to be Alabama's kicker. What's going on with that anyway, man? How in the world can you be 87 national championships but can't get a good kicker? That's crazy. That is crazy to me. Oh, man. That just blows my mind. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it for tonight. It's been a great show. Probably one of my most favorite shows I've ever had. I'm really flattered that this many of you joined the channel after being gone for so long. It's just been awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. You really are. We're gonna keep doing the show. I've started another YouTube channel called Big Dog Brett Live, and that show, I may move this show to that channel. I haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens. I may use that show just for my fan reaction videos, and keep this show or this channel for this show and my regular videos. That way, if that gets blocked for fan reaction, I can still come over here and do that. Yep. So, thanks so much, guys. You guys have a great day. Hopefully, we'll be back to college football soon. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless. Hold on, what's this? Oh, yeah. Go Dogs.